Welcome to Friday Sews, episode 6, sponsored by, wow, it's Friday already. I can't believe this week went so fast, but luckily I was able to do a little sewing here and there and everywhere. Last week I wanted to sew a jumper for the Sew Romp Jump Play it's not a competition, challenge on Instagram. So I actually had to decide between two patterns. I had this book, Tilly and the Buttons, recently bought, and this McCalls pattern for the jumper. And guess who won? McCalls did. And I'll tell you why. Because Tilly and the Buttons, for me, unfortunately, is not size inclusive. The sizing chart on Tilly and the Button goes up to size 10. And that just wouldn't fit me. My bust and waist, no, actually not even the waist. So the only part that would fit is the bust at 48 inches and I'm a 44. So what I would have to do is the waist, actually the finished garment has a waist of 52. That would be okay too. My waist is 44. But then here's where the issue is. The hips come in at 53 and a half. Sorry, got a sore throat today. 53 and a half for the finished garment. And that's about half an inch smaller than my hips are. So yes, I could try to grade it out, and I think I might try that. Somebody gave me some advice to use proportions. It's easier when you're between two sizes on a pattern, but this time I'm not. I'm just off the edge there. So I could kind of estimate, but I'm not ready for that challenge. So, and I'm very happy I moved on to the McCalls 8288. This is what I'm wearing, actually. It's super comfortable, it's super flowy. I chose this blue material. I had another choice, but I felt like this fabric would work well for this jumper, and I think I was right. It's got some gathered arms, so you have a lot of beautiful gathers in the arms. It also has a gathered neckline. And let me just close this up. I put a clasp at the top. I think maybe I should have put a snap in there because I like the clothes look better, so I added that. But I made view D. You can see also that there are different size sleeve lengths. You can do a shorter sleeve, a mid sleeve, and then you can actually have a shorter length as well without sleeves as well. So it's just the collar. The collar band was straightforward instructions again. Most of the trouble I had making this was just getting the gathers into the collar band and around the cuff band. I'm not very good at scrunching up all those gathers. I did it by hand, with a string into the appropriate equally sized gathers. So there's a bit of a, here's some gathers and I'm missing some here. I'll get better at that though. And I know I actually have a gathering foot, or at least I think I do. So I can try that as well. But all in all, I really like this pattern. I've never made a jumpsuit. Here, let me show you. It's pretty awesome. I love it. So it's got a sash tie, and one of my favorite parts about this pattern is the way they did the front. Let me see if I can show you. They have, I guess this is kind of a pattern review, right? So it's anyone who is in that jumper competition, you should check this one out because it's fun to make. Oh, here it is. Okay. So in the front, this is put together with clasps, hook and eye clasps, but in order for you not to divulge anything you're wearing underneath, they have an extension. So if you look at that, what step is it? Step 10 or 11, they have the V, the facing there, that's the facing, and then here is an extension. And that right there goes right here, and it covers up everything here. If I were to make this garment again, I think I would extend the extension and maybe just have it go up to there instead. Otherwise, it's an awesome pattern, and I'm very glad I made it. Pockets. You can't have something without pockets, right? Especially a jumper. So that's going to be my entry in Instagram. And if you're Instagrammed in with me, you can see those pictures. I believe it's on October 26th or 31st. I can't remember. Now, I am so excited about fall. So my next few Friday sews are going to be all about fall. I have some really great fabric. I did purchase some fabric recently, and I'll do a separate fabric haul video on that. But I chose some really great colors like orange and yellows and, you know, all muted natural earth tones. Okay, let me show you something. I can't wait. So this is, I'm getting way off track now because this is not what I'm going to sew next week, but I'm really excited about this fabric haul. This is some flannel and also tweed. Yes, this is tweed. So I really liked making that trench coat that I made, that pink one. And I wanted to upgrade my trench coating skills. Okay, again, this is, why am I even telling you guys about this? Like, this is future, like November future, so bear with me. Isn't that cool? All right, that's just a sneak peek. What I'm really gonna work on is still cool. I love this, because I love this fabric. I have this, I'm not kidding you, I got this fabric in a wool mystery box, and I have a huge amount of it. That was from Fabric Warehouse Direct. And let me tell you, usually it's a big miss. I can show you some mystery box wool that I got that I'll never be able to do anything with it, except maybe, actually I can use it, that stuff for a mock-up. But this is beautiful fabric. And what I would like to do with it this week is to make just like a coat, this coat. What I like about this pattern, it's the New Look 6585, is that, again, it's really simple. So there's no buttons, there's no snaps, there's no closures, and that's okay. I just thought I'd wear it as a cover up. So I imagine wearing like a sweater underneath or something like that. And the second best part about this pattern that I love, the hood. Look at that. It has a hood. So this is what I'm going to turn into to that pattern. So hopefully I can pull it off and turn this beautiful fabric into a really nice light coat that I can wear on those fall days. Also, there's no lining. I think that's okay. I'm not planning on lining it, but what I might do is take some black wool around the hood and see if I can maybe do some fun stuff with trim. So I'll be thinking about that and making that this week, so you guys should see it next week. Anyway, oh, what else? Anybody go apple picking? Is it apple season yet? Down here we don't have apple trees, but I really loved when I lived in New York and was able to go apple picking in Chicago too. I'm actually going back to Chicago for the holidays to visit my mom. Does anyone have a favorite apple? We had a questionnaire at work just goofing around, and the vote was for the pink lemonade apple or the, what's that other one? The Honeycrisp. So if you have a favorite apple, why don't you post down below? Also, can't wait to see what everybody has next week. And I love communicating with people, so feel free to comment and tell me about your day or what you're sewing, or if you have any interest in upcoming projects. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you next Friday. All right, bye.